We now return to Let's Play a very full map. Okay. Well, let's see if we can't get to the population goal today. Or high density, they're just not growing up. Right, that was something I wanted to try and take care of. I need to pause this because I feel like this is going to go very poorly here. Okay, that didn't quite do what I wanted it to do. God. Okay, well, close enough. It could have been worse. Gotta check the pipe now because I do. Okay. It's still not what I want. Still missing a piece. There we go. Now we can get a bus depot up there. At the expense of a little bit of the industrial down here. It's okay. We will survive. I think. Probably better clean that up. Alright. Set this back to go. And I'm not really sure what's going on back here. Maybe I've got this to be too homogeneous? That is probably what's actually going on right there. I don't think we're seeing a whole lot of... Oh wow. I didn't realize how many bus stops I've actually got here. That's a little too much. Oh well. Let's start clearing some of this off. What do I want to clear off? I guess we can clear that plateau there. Yeah, that'll work. And then we will just drag... Check this. Okay. Drag this up in here. Move back a little bit. Looks like we're going to get a 6 pattern up in here. It's okay. Possibly clear that out. I'm a little hesitant to do so, but I think everyone comes in and out of this from this side, in which case that's probably a little too high. This might be a bit of a disaster. Speaking of, pause please. Okay, it's kind of hard to tell where exactly that is. Lots and lots of police officers. Let's go for a minute. Still not really sure how police officers deal with acid rain. I also don't know why these things are moving, or not moving. Alright. We may have a little bit of an issue with pollution. We definitely have an issue with traffic over here. Well, that's not what I'm concerned with right now. What I'm concerned with is getting people into the city. And it looks like we can do so on all fronts as well. Let's see. I think we'll be doing okay there. Let's see. I definitely want a bus depot here. We will run electricity up this way. Sell some pipes. Alright. Why don't we put some commercial on the side that I didn't add any kind of connection to because, you know, I'm intelligent like that. We will then do a bunch of residential. What I want. Take that all the way to the edge. And I'm probably going to want yet another bus depot out here. Put that one there. Let's see, 3, 9. Give that a little connection there. Make sure we've got all of the water. Where are we at here? Traffic's way down, 119. We should be very, 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 very close. Set this up to cheetah speed here. Gasburg booming terminally. Gasburg knows no limits. The city's population has ballooned to over 120,000. Gasburg's sprawling proliferation exemplifies Mayor's brilliant planning. The mayor has been tending the town's wants from day 5. Like all good cities this size, Gasburg is now in a position to consider adding arcologies, those majestic cities within a town that loom on the horizon, promising the fair life. The grandiose superstructure, adorned with all the amenities imaginable, will be added to Gasburg's skyline upon the mayor's determination. Concerned parents were mad that things hadn't been handled unexpectedly. Okay, and started a neighborhood botch program. Whatever. Safe roads. Well, at least we got that going for us. Alright, time to pause. Arcologies. Okay. I would love to put a launch arcology in. This is kind of the big one. And there's a thing where, I don't know if it's in the DOS version, but I think it's in the Windows version. I think you have to have like 130 of these on screen. And then they will, as their name implies, launch, and each of these arcologies will go off to colonize space or whatever. And we could definitely afford this one right now. But let's aim for this one. Let's just kind of push things through here. Hopefully keeping it stable. And with the kind of money that I'm bringing in, that should hopefully not take too long to get there.
SimCopter 1 reporting heavy traffic.
Have to keep track. Okay, we need another fire station. Make sure that stays off. Put this down to turtle for a moment. Grab a fire station right there. And you know, for good measure, I could probably put in a big park myself. We do seem to still have bit of demand there. And let's go. Now let's see. I don't have to put this... hold on. Pause. There's no way in hell we are out of power. So, what's the deal? What is the deal? Something like that? Might be because I did that, but we got... Is it just because we're too far from the grid, or what? No, I think it's okay now. Strangely. I don't know how to handle some of this stuff. You know, given how slow the game is going right now, maybe I should just call it quits. Let's see. I could put a... I think these are 4x4. Let me check these real quick. Yeah, they are. So really, I could maybe just make an actual hill specifically for those. So they bring about lots of crime, and they also have... okay, we need another police station. Let's pause that for a moment here. Bring up our actual... Oh yeah, I mean, it's just terrible everywhere. Is that because of the ordinance? It is, you sons of bitches. But we're going to need one anyway if I'm going to put an arcology down, because they do bring about a bunch of crime. They are, in theory, self-contained, but they do happen to have a need, I think, for city services. So let's put the police station right back here, where it's completely inaccessible, but it doesn't really matter, because it doesn't have to be connected. But this is where we saw the crime thing going on. Keep moving forward here.
SimCopter 1 reporting heavy traffic.
I guess. I mean, we really are just in a situation here where I can put down anything I want. So let's do that. Let's see, that's 1, 2, how about 3? And then we'll put kind of connection like that. Crying out loud, would you just... Let's grab commercial and commercial and put in a bunch of dense residential. I don't think these demands are ever going to go down. I think we're at a point now of critical mass. We are not even the most populous city. I wonder if we're still even in the running for the capital, or if they change that. Because we were the capital, but now, I don't know. Missions. We should probably go look at that, actually, before leaving the game. What am I looking for? Hospital, okay. B+, so we could definitely do it with another one. A- there. The school is a B+, so we could do with a new school and a new hospital. I mean, do we want them in this area? I mean, I guess. Tell you what. We'll do a hospital over here. And let's still get ecology in there, I think. Do new school right here. And if I was to drag a little road along the side here, we don't need another one. I was going to put down another library. One per school, but I really don't think we need that. Okay, well, even at cheetah speed, which we're not at. School, hospital, health, crime. Make sure you're not putting that in. We're sitting at 125,000. I think I'm in a good position to just sort of let the game go. We're going to go ahead and save, just to make sure nothing untoward happens. That was actually a mistake, because now, well, we'll hope nothing bad happens with the recording either. Just take a tour of the city here before we finish off. It really did come together, didn't it? Towards the end here, it really... Yay! She's gonna blow. The fusion power plant. God, we just rebuilt that.
Helicopter 1 reporting heavy traffic.
What are the stats of the city like? Okay, water took a big dip there. Not so sure about that. But let's go down to turtle speed for a moment, because we can do something real quick to fix that. Or at least help out a little bit. There. And I got a whole little area here that I could do the same thing with. But I just don't want anything insane to happen here at the very end, as the water continues to dip. Okay. Well, that's going to be an extra 40. Oh my god. How poorly timed is that? It's going to be an extra 40,000. What's the Fed rate right now? 5%? So I got to have that. And if I have that, then I'm not going to have enough for an arcology. Oh god, no, no. I kind of just want to slam the arcology down and call it good and just chicken out. You know what? Here we go. This is what we'll do. Because I have a tradition of destroying the cities anyway. Let's go ahead and do this. We'll do arcology. We'll do the... Oh, we really shouldn't, though. Well, fuck it. Okay. So, the forest arcology. Not quite as cool as the launch arco. We will put this down. And now we'll be in trouble for whatever happens to the city, but click on it. Conditions are level C, but that's just because it hasn't started yet. And okay, let's actually zoom in here and have a look at this thing. That is one of several arcologies. At least it's nicer looking than some of the other ones. The Plymouth arcology is your very basic one. The Darko, I think, is actually meant to be a lot... I don't know if these all just sort of have the same stats, or if some of these are more prone to bringing crime in than others. They certainly look nicer than others to live within. And it handles 30,000 people, so I don't know if we're going to see that dip off or what. But yeah. So, now that that's handled, I think we'll just... let disaster happen to Gasburg. We also apparently had a plane crash. And we've got toxic clouds going on over here too. Okay, let's try... Ah, fuck it. You know what? Just let it go. Just let it go. Why can't I do that one? In a moment of triumph, Gasburg is going to burn down. Alright, I get you. I need to be zoomed in so I don't keep hitting that thing. Are you on your way out? Watch as it heads right to the new arcology and blows it up. But you can see, I mean, we're at cheetah speed, and this is how it's moving now. I mean, the simulation doesn't like cities that they're this big. I'm even having trouble navigating around the map. Oh, there goes the whole industrial sector. Maybe we can zoom in here. I know. I wish it would stop giving me that stupid message. I know. Oh boy. Probably have better luck this way. Fuck. Are all dead. There's got to be a better way to do all this. The monster is still being shown here. Is it still floating around on the edge of this? No, it is. It has gone away. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. It's not... It is spreading, but... It's like I can sometimes get this thing contained. And we need the police to handle that. Now it's not contained anymore. Firefighters, head it off. Head it off at the pass. God, would you stop it going up already? It's like every time I catch... It looks like the fire's gonna go out and then it catches something new. Thankfully that one is kind of burned out towards the river. Oh, fuck. Oh no, the tower! Not the llama tower! Right, you're gonna have to stop with this bullshit. I can't even zoom in. The game is just not responsive anymore. There's too much going on between the rendering and the simulation and just everything. There goes the llama dome. Okay, well, I'm done. I'm done trying to contain this crap. So, in a moment of triumph, Gasburg burns down as it was visited by space alien monsters. But yeah, okay. Well, I guess we'll call this a series then. The game, I'm surprised how poorly it runs on a new system. Well, new-ish system, I should say. A modern system, let's put it that way. It just, I mean, you get to a point where the city is too big, and it just is just a slog on the system. And I don't know how to make it better. I don't know if it's an issue on my part, or if there's just an actual memory thing going on with the game. But yeah, it's been having been having more issues with my computer than a lot of modern games. Try and get these guys over there to actually do something. It's all gone. It's all gone. Well, anyway, this was a fun little experiment. I have never gotten this far in this game, but in any SimCity game, really. Typically, I end up with a small little city, and then I get bored with it and burn it down and start again. I feel like maybe my investment of time with this game has been something to do with that, just because I've actually really wanted to learn this game. There are a lot of people on YouTube that do city building games, and they really get into the nitty-gritties, and I've always kind of avoided that, you know? It's always been sort of just a sandbox thing for me. I do it for fun, and then I get bored and smash and start over, you know? But this time I actually really wanted to learn everything to do with this game, and I would say it was successful, you know, aside from all this bullshit going on right here. Obviously, you can turn disasters off, so there's no reason to worry about it. Once you get to a certain size, you can just turn it off. Overall, I think that I have learned quite a bit about how to play this game. This checkerboarding pattern here, very surprising how well that worked out. I feel like this worked out a lot more. It doesn't work so much once you get too dense. And just looking at what happened to the traffic that I had pretty much gotten a handle on, I would have to say that it's largely because of the density. But you also can't get to a size where you can have arcologies with just low density. It just doesn't work. So the whole idea of having a dense urban center and then spreading out with little low-density suburbs, that's not going to get you very far. Or at least, if there is a way to do it, I don't know how. Maybe the more you do with land value, getting these to be all big buildings and squeeze them together, maybe that has something to do with it. I suppose I probably, because if you look here, like there's a few 3x3 buildings, but for the most part, these little yellow buildings here, these apartments, these are all 2x2s, which means that they have among them just these little single ones, which even though they're high density, they are still just small little homes. So rather than having a mixed block the way I've got it, well, I guess this one's not a mixed block. I don't know what happened there then, but having a homogeneous block, and most books and people seem to go with a 6x6 block. This 9 block with a thing in the middle isn't really that common, but by condensing your blocks, they would have more likelihood of developing into 3x3s and whatnot. So I feel like maybe that would help optimize how many people you're getting into your big buildings. Is definitely having multiple 3x3 buildings, the max density you could get out of a building would probably help squeeze a lot of people in. But overall, I just think that eventually your city is going to become pretty much high density, and unless you're playing just to have fun and not have an end goal like getting an arcology, I mean, you just really can't have a small little city. And even this has only come about because I managed to edit the map. With the default map, where 10% of your land is hills, or was it 25? I don't remember. There's a lot of hills with the default map. And, that is definitely not optimal for playing anything. You'd have to do a ton of very, very expensive terraforming and landscaping to make it viable. So, I don't know. It's, like I said, it was a learning experience for me. It's there's an amazing amount of nuance to the simulation that I had no idea about at all. And now it makes me want to actually go back and play SimCity 3000 and actually try and learn a little bit about that. Actually find a guide or two on that game, because I'm sure there were some. that kind of break it down as well, like this one did, and see what I can do there. But the fire seems to be dying down, but then it catches fire on something new, so who knows? Who knows what's going on there? What's our budget like? We're still making money. I think the simulation is paused while this disaster is going on. Half the city is burned down now. The Great Fire of 2321. Oh well. Well, we're not going to sit here and watch this whole thing burn down. I think that's enough. But at least I managed to get the goal, even if it wasn't the one that I really wanted. I managed to get an arcology for the first time ever. So that's fun. But yeah, well anyway, I'm going to end this one here. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I know I did. So much so that I constantly behind the scenes was trying new things in test cities and whatnot, just trying to see what an optimal start to this game is and how far you can go. But yeah, so I'll end this one here, and I will see you in the next Let's Play.